Hi. Last time I announced a rant for this video, but something happened that shook up the whole Eurobeat scene last week, and it was the announcement of the discontinuation of Super Eurobeat after volume 250. So I think it's much more appropriate to talk about this topic this week. And this is also a good opportunity to reply to the question I got last week about how I got involved with High Energy Attack. I must say, the announcement didn't surprise me that much. In one of the previous episodes, I said that I don't care too much about being on Super Eurobeat again, and it was because I already knew that it isn't going well anymore. Some people in the Eurobeat Prime forum posted sales data from which you can see easily how the sales decreased rapidly in 2001 already. When songs like Deja Vu, Night of Fire and Running in the 90s came out, the sales of the extended version volumes already were in decline, but the non-stop mixes sold better than ever. But from 2001 on, only 4-digit amounts of copies were sold for every volume, and from 2009 on, even only 3-digit amounts. So it's pretty clear that Avex didn't make any profit with the series for a good amount of time anymore. Also, it must have been impossible for the studios to live from the sales of Eurobeat alone. Now, of course, many people resume the old discussions about how Avex fails to sell Super Eurobeat in overseas markets, but I don't think we should blame Avex here. Music business is a very complex thing. It's not as easy as you may think, especially when it comes to international markets with different copyright laws. And you can't know how successful a marketing strategy will be in the end when it comes to selling any kinds of arts. It's naive to assume that you just have to put music on iTunes, YouTube and so on, so just make it available and people will buy it if it's good. I'm pretty sure Avex did their research and found that it's too risky to invest in an international market for them. So no, I don't blame Avex. I'm rather thankful, because they still kept it running for so long without making any profit. Because we shouldn't forget, we all live in capitalism. And no matter if you like it or not, there are some facts that come from it, and we all have to deal with them. And one fact is that money is a necessity for everyone to live. It may be a nice ideal to say music should be free, but musicians need food and water as everyone else, and they also get to pay for it. And when it comes to a company like Avex, the income of so many people depends on how well it goes in terms of business. So as much as I can understand that you are sad about the development of SEB, don't be unfair, please. So when I had a few videos online and my first album was on Bandcamp, I decided to write to the SEB labels and to see if I can get my music on SEB and get some support for my musical development. I didn't know at that time that Eurobeat wasn't much of a thing in Japan anymore. So after a while I got several positive reactions from the labels, and one was from Federico of High Energy Attack. He liked my singing, especially the emotional expression in my vocals. He still saw some difficulties in terms of formalities because of international business. I thought, okay, that's fair, and then I continued to make music on YouTube. Then a few videos later, he came back to me and said, "You seem to be serious about it. So let's try, but without any obligations towards each other." At that moment, I already knew Eurobeat wasn't doing so well anymore, but I still had no idea how bad it was. So I agreed, and over the time I recorded 5 songs for them. One of them, Dollars Go, made it on SEB. I'm happy that I've been able to appear at least once on SEB before it's over, even if it's only for the prestige. But I think as things are now, you will understand why it isn't a goal for me anymore to be part of the SEB series. My goals now are getting this YouTube channel to grow, have direct interactions with my fans and play live events. I see my appearance on Super Eurobeat as an accolade. It means that I am worthy. Nothing more, nothing less. As for the future of Eurobeat, we can try to see the end of SEB also as an opportunity. It was Avex pride, and the genre kinda belonged to them. On the other hand, except for not even a handful of people, there were no young producers anymore in SEB. Maybe my generation can create something new. So I think we should try to be open for what may come next and not cling to things that are over. So that's my opinion about the end of Super Eurobeat. Feel free to discuss in the comments. See ya!